So we have covered the basics of how to play. I have shown you how to play your first move, the importance of placing your first move. Then we have covered extensions, parallel plays, hooks, playing with a tile already on the board. But tiles once placed on the board can be shuffled or removed before the move is declared final. Afterward, no tile can be shuffled. So when I played train and I had a front hook making star, I then had a back hook making star. So that's on me. Once I have put the back hook in and I announce my score, and as soon as I hit the clock, that's when I declare my move. After that, nothing can be changed. So you cannot change making a different word or the placing of it. Nothing can be changed. But your opponent does have a right to challenge the word if he or she thinks that the word is incorrect. The dictionary software is used to check if the words challenged are valid or not. If they are invalid, then the player who played the invalid word must withdraw the tiles played and loses his or her turn. In tournaments, the words challenged are valid, then a 5+ point is added to the score and plays continue. You can decide what penalty you want to keep in your own social game, but most tournaments already have a fixed set of rules or penalties that they would impose in that tournament. Now, the 2 blank tiles can be used as any letter. This blank tile can be used as any letter. When playing a blank, the player must state which letter it represents. Then should be recorded and verified by both players. If I'm making a word using the blank and I'm playing stars, making this as an S, and save, I need to make sure I declare. So I tell my opponent this is an S, then I write it on my scoring sheet or one of the tournament sheets and make sure my opponent is aware of the fact that this blank is an S. Additionally, it cannot be changed to any other letter once it's been played. So once it's been declared as an S and I've played stars and save, it will stay an S. A player may use a turn to exchange all or some of the letters in his/her rack, provided there are at least 7 tiles remaining in the bag. For example, if a player has A, E, E, I, O, O, or Y, F, D, P, Q, K, Y, then you are likely to change in that situation because that rack is either too vowel heavy or too consonant heavy and you need a good balance. But please make sure there's 7 tiles in the back. A player may also opt to pass his or her turn. In both cases, exchanging tiles or passing a turn, the score for that move will be 0. The player can exchange tiles or pass his or her turn any number of the times during a game. So how does the game end then? The game ends in the following ways. Number 1, when one of the players plays all the tiles and the bag is empty. Number 2, there have been 6 successive scoreless turns, i.e. 3 passes or exchanges by both players. That's when the game ends. After the game ends, the player who has consumed all his/her tiles adds to his score twice the total value of his opponent's remaining tiles. So for example, if I have paid left on my rack and my opponent has finished all his/her tiles, then the face value of these, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, is going to be times by 2, 14, and added to my opponent's score. The game can also end if neither player can make a play once the bag is empty. If there's nothing to play, if you cannot make a move, then the game will end. But what will happen is each player subtract their remaining tile point value from their own game score. Now, this is not going to be double. Simply PAID, which scores 7, like we said, is going to be subtracted from my score. The winner is the player with the most points at the end of the game. Now, this in a nutshell is how to play Scrabble. So please feel free to comment, like, share, send me messages. If you have any questions, please feel free to visit MyWord.Live and let me know what you think. Take care. Bye-bye.